And at this stage, we ought to be playing you the first number from tonight's session guests, Cuban Boys, and it's a version of their chart topper, Oh My God, They Killed Kenny, but something has gone dramatically wrong with the machinery here, so we can't actually do that at the moment, but hopefully we'll sort it out before, well, you know, before very long, obviously. We'd like to get it into the programme, that's for sure, and we'll be able to bring you the Cuban Boys shortly, but obviously not before the news, because there isn't time. From the Cuban Boys, who, like the rest of us, are enthusiastic conspiracy theorists, and must believe that the machinery here at the BBC is actually working against them, along with almost everybody else. They are Ricardo Autobahn, synthesizer and samplers. It says Screen Beast, synth and samplers. Jenny McLaren from Spray, vocals. B.L. Underwood, guitar and Ebo. And, well, this one you'll know. Certainly should, anyway.
celebration. There is no cause for 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 celebration. cause for celebration. There is no 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 cause for celebration.
There are many causes for celebration, and that's one of them. The Cuban boys in session. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. And some information from them, rather a lot of information, actually more information than I can really sensibly pass on to you. But it says the Cuban boys would like to thank their special guest superstars, Jenny McLaren from the band Spray and B.L. Underwood, a.k.a. Blue Thunder and God Monster, for their priceless contribution to the session. The Cuban boys would also like to thank the BBC's Mike Engles and George Thomas for making the entire session such an enjoyable and rewarding experience. Finally, the Cuban boys would like to thank John Peel and Anita for inviting them to record this session. Apart from helping the band in their quest to save the music industry, the session and its broadcast have been an honour. We're as proud as punch, and our gratitude will be eternal. And perhaps more to the point as far as the rest of you are concerned, the Cuban Boys' debut single featuring the Festive 50 number 6 placed Oh My God, They Killed Kenny, coupled with Let's Get Raunchy, will be out on the Rough Trade Shop's own For Us label on the 25th of January. That's about as much reading as I can do, especially down my nose. And just found more information actually about the Cuban boys, and I was supposed to have played Oh My God, They Killed Kenny for a lot, well, everybody who voted for it in the Festive 50, and in particular Stephen Eastwood, who originally suggested the idea. They salute you, Stephen, if you're listening. And this next one, which is Stardust Part 3, Ariana in Space, is named after Ariana, a special fan in America, who off her own back has been enthusiastically promoting the Cuban boys' material to Californian radio stations with some success. And the track features voice samples provided especially for the session by a number of our fans known as communicators. As such, please thank Ariana, Patsy Prozac's kids Gemma and Sarah, also Anna and her 9-year-old brother Matthew Gleason. Cuban boys.
My name is Ariana. Look at the sky. Isn't it wonderful? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. The world becomes a better place. Kiss me like you've never kissed anyone before.
yeah? Stardust Part 3, Ariana in space, Cuban Boys in session. More from them obviously later on. From Paul Ackroyd, not a fax, an email actually says the Cuban Boys are superb. Can you play me something so I don't feel too down about the fact that I'm going to fail all of my mocks miserably? Well, let me say this, Paul. Take some advice from an older man, and I've said the same thing to my children because it is true over the years. Not the sort of thing you're supposed to say, really, but if you end up doing something that you really like doing, like being a Radio 1 DJ, in my case, you've got there as much as the result of your failures as the consequence of your successes. So I shouldn't really get you down too much. And the Cuban Boys coming up in just a moment, but before I play you the tune which is Hanging on the Telephone, Blondie number, it says we chose this track as a reference to our infamous trip to London last summer when we were detained by the police for depositing suspicious-looking tapes in public phone boxes. They thought the tapes were promoting our services as rent boys. They should have known that the music industry does not prostitute itself. I think a little irony there. From the Cuban Boys, Hanging on the Telephone. What an ensemble they are, too, to be sure. The Cuban Boys in session, that's called Hanging Onto the Telephone, as I'm sure you know. And have I got time to read this out? No, I haven't, as a matter of fact. I'll read it out later. And the last one coming up from the Cuban Boys, and apologies for the slight confusion at the beginning of their session, but it's all worked out rather nicely in the end, I think. This is Let's Get Raunchier. It says the last track that we recorded during our session. It's actually incomplete. It's because the main studio computer to crash. At the end of the song, after the guitar dies out, please pause for 2 seconds and then read this line. So I've been given a part in the proceedings. Let's see if I can get that right. Cuban Boys, Let's Get Raunchier. broke a bone? Having sex. Fabulous. Do I get the part? Do I? Those are the Cuban boys. The last one there, which is called Let's Get Raunchier. And you can see why I stick with DJing, really.